stimulates one's individual thoughts, emotions, belief, or idea through the senses. Art is beautiful. I don't imagine living in a world without art. When you see art, I may see something, an artwork. I will look at it, this is just a piece of art. But somebody else, with an artistic eye looks at it and it tells you the meaning. And we cannot live in a world without art. Art is beautiful. Art is our world. And today on the show, the Young CEO, you know how we do it. I bring you able-bodied young Nigerians, young individuals thriving in the world. Now, I have my guest today is a very special person. This is somebody who has found great passion in acting. This person looks at you and they ask you in the paper, a carbon copy of you, you won't believe that. And that is what you just saw right there. This is not a make-believe. This is not a story. This is a young man thriving in the world of art. What is art to you? To me, art is the world we live in. It's beautiful. Welcome to the show. My name is Princess Kessy, and we're reaching you live from our Srtv studio, the world's capital city, London. And of course, I have with me no other this morning, the CEO of Ken Arts, Kennedy Wonkoma. How are you doing this morning? Good morning.
It's nice having you here.
Yes, Kennedy, nice to have you, the great artist of our time. Your network is not too good, but we're going to skate through regardless. Yes, Kennedy, let's talk about art. I've seen your work. I've seen a lot of people you've acted, including myself. And you just look at these pictures, and the next thing, in how many hours or in a day or two, we get the replica of this picture or this person. How did you become an artist? How and when did you start acting? Okay, we have a little bit of network issue here. But like I said, when we talk about acting is something that can you hear me now, Ken?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, tell us, Ken, how did you start acting? From where and how? Was it from, people used to say I was born with the passion, I was born with the art. Tell us, how did you start?
Okay. First of all, it was a gift. I was born with it.
Okay.
Right from when I was little, so I was drawing. Then while I was little, the only play I knew how to play then was to draw things on the floor. At the age of 5, I knew how to draw a lamp. We all know what lamp is. I can draw a lamp on the card, so that's the only thing I know how to do. So since then, I've been pushing, trying to get higher. You understand? So at some point, I stopped because I had something else in mind to pursue.
Okay.
So I decided to, okay, let me go back to it because it's what I love doing. It gives me joy. So that's it. That's why I find myself doing art today.
Wow. To you, to a layman, art will just be a piece of frame, a piece of picture that is so colorful and so beautiful. But to you, what is art?
Art is to me, art is a way of showing, expressing yourself. It's a way of showing love to people. Art is something that you can't really compare to. Like, art is a wonderful thing.
Okay.
When it comes to mixtures of colors, while doing them, like, there's a feeling I do have. Yeah, that comes with it. And while I'm doing it, I feel very, very happy.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. Now, tell us, as a young person, as a young CEO, uh, in as an artist, I wanted you to actually act for us today. That is what you're supposed to do on the show. You're supposed to come with your stuff, start a job here for us to see. Though I know
Oh,
you know these are your work, but I wanted you to do it for the viewers to see as well. But tell us, how long, when you see a picture, what comes to your mind? If somebody comes to say, I want this painting, or sometimes I know not just people you draw, nature, flowers,
yeah.
birds, and all that. When you want to draw, when you want to act, what first comes to your mind?
Um, like I said, it gives me joy while drawing. So at first, when I get a job, it's not all about the money, but me
Okay.
doing it alone gives me the joy. So once someone gives me a job, particular job, I feel very excited. For the person to give me that particular job, he or she knows that I can give them what they want. You understand? So I feel very happy, and I don't really do the art because of the money, but the passion for it.
Okay. Now, if I'm to bring a picture for you to paint or to ask me now, how long will that take?
It will take like if I'm drawing a couple or a family picture, it will take 2 weeks for a family picture.
Okay.
A couple 5 days, a single 4 days minimum
Okay.
to get the job done.
Okay. Like as a young CEO, we know
Mm.
that how do you get the materials? How do you get your painting stuff? How easy are you to assess for you to assess your painting materials?
Um, I get my materials. I bought them. Like I get them ready before any job.
Okay.
So I always have my materials with me. So
Okay. Now, tell us more as a young CEO. You're actually thriving in what you do. Are you somebody that rather instead of getting a hunting for a white collar job, you would just stay painting because you feel that is a place you have created for yourself? Do you have people under you? And art, is this something you can learn or it has to be inbuilt?
um, art is something to get a perfect job. When it comes to art, it has to be an inbuilt. These days you see artists learning them because they have ways you can teach someone how to draw. But when someone that has a talent, and when you bring someone that has a talent and the other one that learns it through those means, the jobs are different. When you see someone with the talent, you will know. So I would say you can learn art, but it will take time, but can not be perfect at someone that has the gift.
Okay. So that means at some point somebody wants to come under you to learn, they can come and learn this skill.
Sure, definitely, yeah.
So how many people have you trained so far?
Um, I've trained. Right now, I have four boys under me. Um,
Okay.
One is about leaving because he's almost done. Thank God, and for what he has learned so far, and I'm happy for that. So,
Okay.
presently, I have four boys under me that I'm teaching.
Wow. Now, for how, what period, or it has to do with the person's eagerness to learn, or how's the period like to learn to become a good artist?
Like I said before, some that don't have the inbuilt of art, it will take a long period of time. Like it could be a year, two
Okay.
years. It depends on how fast the person is to catch up. Well, someone that has the talent, a year to me is okay. 6 months is okay. No, when we as we keep drawing, we learn every day. We learn. That's one thing with art. You keep drawing, you keep learning mixtures of colors, how to get skin tones and the rest. So um, for those that have the inbuilt, a year is okay for them to get what they want.
How's it like being a young CEO? Mentoring people in a country where economy is melting down on daily basis, and of course we don't have the jobs. They are not out there waiting for anyone. But here you are, creating your own world, and of course you are carrying other youths along. Now, how is it being a CEO and mentoring these young people?
It has been wonderful. I feel happy. Those for them coming to me to learn is a privilege for me because I really want to share what I have to other people. I don't want to keep it to myself because I feel happy when I see young guys and young ladies want to learn art because in the world we are right now, we need to be busy with something. We don't have to wait for the government to to give us job, white collar jobs. So I feel very very happy and I feel grateful to be their teacher and their friend because I don't just teach them. I get close to them, to know how I can impact those the knowledge into them. So I feel very good.
That is amazing. Now, there is a painting here. I want you to define this painting for us and how long it took you to accomplish this painting.
Um, if I can remember, this picture it was made. I made it myself. Well, my one of my customer. This is actually the second picture she gave me. When she gave me this picture, what I saw was her job. I saw beauty. She's a makeup artist. I saw her job, the job in her. So I feel wow. I said, wow, this is beautiful. So it took me let's say 5 days to make this.
Okay.
It took me 5 days to make this. And she was very, very happy. She liked it, which I'm happy that she liked it.
Wow, that is amazing. And I saw a job here as well you are doing. This particular job, yes, tell us more about it. How long did this one, do you had to actually complete this one?
Um the job. I can't really see, sorry, the network.
Okay, maybe your network is bad. But
Yeah.
it's a picture of a lady wearing lilac, and of course, you're wearing a blue top painting.
She's
Uh, can you see the picture now?
not yet. Oh,
Okay, can you see
okay.
the picture?
Yeah, I can see it.
Now, how is it like? How do you accomplish this? Let's talk about the color separation and all that. This is really, really beautiful.
Thank you. This job was it took me a week because I had to insert it in a mirror.
Okay.
After we insert in the mirror, like normal mirror where you what the one you use to see yourself, like in applying makeups, we fix
Okay.
that inside, yeah, picture inside.
Okay. Go
So
ahead.
it took me just 5 days, 5 days, yeah, almost a week to get it done.
Now, Ken, art is a very beautiful thing. Art is nature. Art is life, right? I cannot
Yeah,
imagine a home. a building without and a painting or artwork. It just beautifies the place. And but we see that the part of the world we live in, let's bring it to the economy now. Now, the part of the world we live in, you see that people do not tend to patronize art very well. Meanwhile, you could get a painting, for instance, in Nigeria for like I don't know, very cheap. But that same painting, you take it to a gallery in a developed country, you will see that they will have to pay thousands for it, if not millions. And I've noticed something as well in Nigeria. I hardly see art gallery like here in the developed world. What do you think is the problem?
Um, in this our country here, people don't really not everyone that really appreciates art or know the value of art. Um, so those that really know the value, they spend more on art because no amount is too small for art. There's an art you see, you can the no amount of money can be measured to it. You understand? So the present economy has not been really friendly because, like I said before, not everyone appreciates art. For instance, you can get a portrait, let's say a portrait now, a price tag we placed on it for 100K, and someone will come and be like, I need it to, can I pay 30,000 naira for it? So when you tell the person that, okay, it's going for 100K, they'll be like, it's too much. So I need to eat, I need to feed my family and the rest, stuff like that. So it has been really difficult, not really friendly for us, but we'll still thank God. Those that know the value of it come for it, and they get it.
You know, we live art is an expression of feelings. When somebody see an artwork, like me, I'm a layperson, I might just see it as a picture, but when you look at it, you might want to tell the story behind the painting. And this is something that we don't tend to we ignore in Nigeria, like I said. Now, we don't have a lot of art gallery in Nigeria. I've not seen. And do you have anywhere you take your paintings, like exhibition? I know I've covered one before in Abuja, but it doesn't come often. So do you have anywhere you showcase your work, or a gallery where you go to where people see it? Not, this is not about posting, but people come to see and they appreciate and they buy it. Is there anything of such? Do you have exhibition and
Hello?
artists?
Sorry, come again. I didn't get that.
Okay, I'm saying, like, let's talk about the economy. You using art, what you do, right? Can you hear me? Okay, your network is not very friendly, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now, I'm asking, let's talk about the economy side of it now. Have you been to any art exhibition with your work?
Yeah, I have. I've been to one, but it was okay. It was good, but we don't at the gallery. We don't have much customers. Like you said,
Okay.
we don't have much gallery in the country here. I feel due to the way that people don't really appreciate art here.
Art.
Yeah, that's why it's like that.
Wow. Now, tell us, do you think that there's anything we can do this generation, because we're not even holding on to government? This is the young CEO where we do it ourselves to become who we want to become. Now, do you think there's anything this generation can do to improve on art? Because art is life, art is beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot to do. Like getting more art galleries, making shows or people to showcase their jobs, and then supporting them. So it will help build. then give them the courage um, to build their talent, because there's so many artists out there. Some don't really want to go into it because they feel it's not fetching them what it can't fetch them the money they need. So I feel they have to relax, So we need more art gallery, and they should create like an event where people can showcase their job and being patronized. So they should be supported and the rest.
Wow. Now let's talk about you know, how the job you do, right? You have
Yeah.
people on you, you're mentoring young people, bringing them, teaching them how to act or to become painters or artists. Now, how stressful is being an artist in Nigeria? How demanding is the job itself?
Um, is stressful, not, but like I said before, someone you can get a customer that will tell you, okay, I need a job in 3 days' time. If you don't meet up, it might take you to someone else. So somehow demanding and stress, because art is not something you rush. You need to take your
Okay.
time and give it the best. So you get a better result for it. So it has not been easy.
So, what is the fun part of being an artist? What makes you happy while you're acting? What is the fun part of it?
Okay, the fun, because I tend to express myself while doing that. I
Okay.
feel very comfortable while doing it. Not, I don't feel pressured in any way, except I want to be. So I feel very, very happy.
Okay. Viewers, this is the Young CEOs. We bring you people, young, able-bodied youths that are actually thriving, doing well in their world, creating a niche for themselves, and thereby not waiting on the government or anybody to come and rescue them. They tend to rescue themselves, and of course, they carry other youths along. And that is what we celebrate on this show, the Young Achievers. Now, don't
Yeah.
go anywhere. We'll go on a quick break, and when we return, we'll continue with Ken, the artist. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break. There are many sides to a story. Is there anything like good or bad? Do we have advantages or disadvantages? Is there a right or wrong? This is Crossfire on SRTV.
Hooray! The next president show is here again.
Everyone, my name is Hajara Osman Muhammad. I'm the youth governor for Kano State, Nigeria's Center of Commerce.
Pronounced Joel Garba, the youth executive governor of Kaduna State, and I am contesting for the youth presidents of Nigeria under the People's Liberation Party, PLP.
Aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills. Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next president reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513 619. Forward by Srtv in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, elevating good leadership in our world.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back from that quick break. This is the Young Achievers, where we bring you young CEOs, able youth who are creating a world of their own. And of course, today it's all about art. It's all about painting. Art has the power to change the way we see the world, awakening us to a new perspective, ideas, and values. It takes us back in time to reflect or into the future to reflect as well. Arts can bring awareness to social issues and foster a sense of acceptance, bringing people together regardless of their background. Now, this is what art does. It's beautiful. I can't help it. I could go on and on and on, but of course, I already have a great artist here, and you're welcome if you just join us. Now, Ken, I want you to
Yeah.
tell us, why is art? Why do you think art is important to us or the world?
Yeah, it's very, very important because, like I said, you express yourself with it, you show love with it. It brings people together, like you said. That's joy, that's sparkle. For instance, you can be having an issue with your partner and you decide to make a portrait of him or her. My dear, it is settled.
You think that can resolve issues?
It is settled because you seeing yourself being drawn on the paper, you know what it means. Like the joy, the feeling. You should understand.
I beg to disagree, though, Ken. I will not agree to that because I don't think I know art is beautiful. Just maybe you're an artist, though. So, okay, maybe I will agree with you. Now, Ken, let's come back to you. Now, we live in a society, like you said, people do not value or appreciate art. Meanwhile, art is supposed to be the most beautiful thing because, like I said, when you go to advanced country, somebody could just buy a piece of art for millions of dollars, and you begin to wonder why. What is in the art? It's only the artist or the person that is buying that will be able to tell that this is the story behind it. Now, is it true that behind every artwork, apart from the people you draw, a normal artwork, there's always a story behind it?
Yeah, apart from the humans, the portraits, there's stories behind artworks. There are stories behind artwork. So I feel, and there's another thing is when when your story is good enough, the story behind a particular job which you made, I feel it will draw the buyer closer.
Okay.
And the story, yeah.
Now, tell us, Ken, being a young CEO, how, although you said the art is not being valued in the society where you are at, but how profitable is being, how profitable is what you do? Is it
Hello?
profitable? Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. How profitable is acting, the acting you do? Is it very profitable? Okay, I think we have a network issues there with Ken. Can you hear me now, Ken?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I was just
Hello.
asking, how profitable is painting in your environment, in your society?
Not really profitable. Not really profitable. I wish I'll be in a place where it is because people don't really value art here. So it's not really profitable for us.
Wow. But what do you think we can do? I've asked you that before. Because I know art is very expensive. Art should be profitable because it reflects our world, right? Art is something that is beautiful. You cannot see an artwork and you say it's ugly. I don't think I've ever seen any artwork. It could be a gloomy one that is dark, that is sorrowful, but there must still be something that will be captivating in that picture. And so I think it should be profitable. So what do you think can be done?
What could be done? Like I said before, we should all come out to support the artists. Yeah, people some they love art, but then investing the money on it is very difficult. So we need to invest more in art. Take it
Now,
around the world.
okay. Well, how would you say so far social media has helped the job you do?
Yeah, it has been okay. I do get clients online. I post my jobs, so I get clients online also. So before you get a client, so you need to make something that will attract them. So you get jobs from them also.
Okay. And now you being a young CEO mentoring people, what is the thing that young people need to take away from this interview today? Because somebody might be watching you right now and wants to be an artist. How do I do this? I don't have the passion, but I think I will learn it. I want to do it. How should they get across to you? Or what is the thing they must have for them to excel in acting?
Okay. First of all, there should be the fear of I can't make it with art. Secondly, they should practice. Keep practicing. Don't relax, because art is something something that when you keep working, you keep learning every day. So for the young ones, I feel that their parents should support them. They should take them to the nearest art studio, enroll them for them to build their talent. Art is a wonderful thing. So they need to keep working so that they can achieve what they want. And they should take the fear out. I believe that with art, we'll get to where we are going if they believe.
I love that, Ken. I love that. Now look at this picture on the screen. It is so beautiful. You know, that is the work of Ken. He just looks at you and he begins to act you up into. This is amazing, Ken. It's really amazing. Now, how can people get to you if should they want something like this?
Hello? Sorry, the network.
Yes, I said, look at this beautiful painting on the screen. It's so beautiful. Now, somebody might be watching us and is interested in having something like this. Like, how much to get something like this, and how can they get across to you?
We can get a painting for 80K. For this size, it all depends on the size he or she wants.
Okay.
So to reach me, you can reach me on Instagram, Ken at 111, or with my WhatsApp number.
Okay. Now, also, Ken, for young people who wants to come and learn this skill from you, how much does it cost to do that, or is it something that is negotiable?
Um, for a 6 month, I take 50K.
That is quite reasonable.
Yeah, so that I can help the younger ones, for those that don't really have much, you know how the economy is right now. So
I love
that
that.
so 50K is okay for 6 months.
That is actually very interesting to know that you are not even trying to be greedy. You're trying to carry other youths along, even though it is your personal skill. It's something that was inbuilt. It's something that you started doing while you were very little. That is quite amazing. And we appreciate you for the fact that you're carrying other Nigerians along. And now, in an economy like Nigeria, painting, like here in other developed country, you see that painting, that sector is something that is actually thriving very well, and it's something that is actually adding to their economy as well. What do you think government can do? Because we don't have, like you said, we don't have galleries, we don't have where people go to showcase their works. We see a lot of artists on the streets, but they don't have anywhere, maybe on traffic, trying to hustle to sell. But they don't have a proper a gallery to go and showcase their works. Now, what do you think? How do you think the government can come in?
Okay. Sorry, can you come back? I come again. I didn't get what you said. Sorry.
Okay, I said, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
I said you did say earlier that we don't have galleries in. We don't have so much of galleries. We don't do enough of art exhibition here and there for young people to showcase their talents. Now, what
Yeah.
do you think the government can do? Because that is one sector, if harnessed very well, can actually add to our GDP. So, what do you think? How do you think the government can come in?
Um, they can come in by selling art, because we have beautiful natural art, by selling them, supporting it also, selling it across the world, because we are Africans, so we do more of it.
Now, Ken, if we talk about acting, right? How do you think acting generally reflects the world? Can
Hello?
you hear me? Hello, Ken. Can you hear me? Okay, we have network issues with Ken, but like he has explained, lectured us about what art is and the beauty of art and why people should patronize artwork. I don't know. Is there any person in their homes that don't have artwork? I don't think you want to do that. Yeah, no matter how little. The good thing about art is that even if the piece is very small, like this iPad, it will still stand out. That is the good thing about art. It doesn't have to be too big, but just putting the colors, and all that just makes it beautiful. Thank you so very much for being on the show, and thank you for all you do for the young people, for bringing them into this. We do hope that people will start patronizing and people will begin to look at art from another angle or perspective, not the fact that what do I do with artwork or what's my business with art. We do hope that people, Nigerians, will learn to appreciate art because art is life. Thank you, Ken, for being on the show today. Thank you for being such a great
So,
artist. Thank you for all you do for the young people as well. I know that you are owing us a picture, not me as actually, but my CEO. You should ask him. That is your job today.
definitely, it's my pleasure. I will.
All
You'll definitely
right.
get one for me.
All
I
right, no
will.
problem. We'll see to
All
that. We'll
right.
send you this picture. But really, really, this is beautiful. Look at this one you're doing here. And this is so beautiful, the colors and everything. And it looks so real to me. It doesn't even look like an artwork. How long did you do this for?
It took me a week, 2 days to
Okay.
make it. A week, 2 days. It wasn't easy, but regardless, we move.
We move. That is the slogan of we the youth, the young
Yeah.
people, the young CEO will keep moving. Now, no matter the stress, no matter the competition, no matter what you face, like he said, the job is not easy. It is stressful. It is not, the patronage sometimes is very low, but regardless, we move. So you could be at Ken today as well. Start today. You don't say, "Oh, I don't have the energy. I don't have the resources. I don't have this." It's just buying paints and all that and a board or paper to draw. So you doesn't have to take so much of your time or your money, but at least start something today. So tomorrow you'll be like Ken, the CEO and the young artist that is actually carrying so much people along. Right now, he has like four apprentices under him that are actually training to become great artists as well. That is the more reason you should learn something today. It mustn't necessarily be artist or learning how to act, but you could be a fashion designer, you could be a hairstylist, you could be anything. Just create, you could start a business, just create a world of your own. That is the essence of our show, where we celebrate the young people who are doing amazingly well. Now, this is Ken doing exploits in his world. As you can see that picture, Ken is actually just, creating a world
Hello?
of his own. Ken, thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate your time. Thank you. Ken, can you hear me? Ken, can you hear me now? Thank you so much for being on the show today. We appreciate your time. Yes, viewers, I've been on the show with Ken Wokoma. He's the great artist. Of course, if you're in Abuja, you should know Ken. He's quite popular. When we talk about good picture, good painting, you have to call Ken. He's so good at what he does. Yes, because he has actually painted me before in the past.
Hello?
And Ken, can you hear me? Okay, your network is very, very bad. Yes, this is the amazing job of Ken. He does so much for people. And of course, he has been in that industry painting for such a long time. So today, you too can be Ken if you choose to in the future. I'll leave you today, but before I leave you, remember that a beautiful piece of art is one that conquers the theme that also pays homage to it. Art is a means to state an opinion or a feeling, or art can create a different view of the world, whether it's inspired by the work or by other people. Art is beautiful. Now, art has the power to change the world and the way people see the world. Art can tell a story of a beautiful standard thoughts of history. Art is beautiful. Beauty must be the highest form of expression and in turn, and the highest aim of art, and it gives pleasure to our sense, to our heart, to everybody that looks at it. Now, this is what art does. Thank you so much for being on the show today. I appreciate you, viewers. And of course, Ken, our great artist, I appreciate you as well. Thank you for being on the show today. We'll see you again on the show, viewers, next time. And of course, remember that in your house, in your home, try and put a painting there. It wouldn't hurt, to have a great painting. And don't forget to follow us on our social media handles. Um, you know, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and X, and of course YouTube. And leave us with your comments. We love to hear from you. Subscribe, invite somebody to the page as well. And while you are there, remember that peace is priceless and painting is life. So get yourself a painting. I'll see you again on the show next week, The Young Achievers. Bye. I remain yours truly, Princess Kessy.